Professor Wagan, more live. Muntu message and says Unity, Inkadea, Unity, Inkadea, Unity. You are a whole miracle. Akwaba. Kwabnache, Sarah Dance, so Kwabna yele.com. Akwaba, Unity, Ankadea. Nana says champion one lady. Jennifer is watching. Kwabna Rasta. Muna Akwaba Tumuina. Erisro. Ankadea. Enya hukakra Ankadea. Kadea, sorry, Butumashi. I pounced on another video of Dr. Bawumia, and it's like a mini press conference, how he was encouraging his supporters that sometimes what you propose for yourself, when you don't get it, that is rather the will of God. And I'm telling you that if you all knew the sort of as a class mama, it's the funny say, and say, Yele, good morning, Odo, good morning. Andy, Abena, Charles Kwache, Blue Brain, Kofi Donko, Ohinijan, Benis, and Pobre. I'm so proud of you too. Emmanuel Essien, a wonderful woman. Emmanuel. New Bezim Komobi. How are you doing? Kofi Donko, Kofi Muhuyi Papa. Emmanuel, you are Menda. At Nanka, wait for me to roll you in. It's you are from immediately. Say, yeah, Bompere, we are always looking out for what we want to see so much that when the when the fated, the FATED, the fated choice of God is giving you, because you are crying for him to have used his permissive will to have given you what you think is good. You don't appreciate it. But for somebody, I tubered into Islam in 2019. When you go deep down on my Facebook, you see it. I have screenshots I'll show one of these days. I don't want to. I don't want to. Emmanuel, Manana here time now, so I'm telling you. Thank you, thank you. What's yes, please? Oh, Major Chahon, Major Chahon, Major Chahon. Without the dates, there is no use showing the pictures. So when I get it without the dates being cropped, most times in life, we look so long at a supposed closed door. Meanwhile, it was closed for a purpose so that you look the right way. Presidency of Ghana, the presidency of Ghana, wait dear 8 years. Anna. And it's 8 years, ɛno nti na obi tumi ku ne nua no 8 years. Sɛ nokorɛ sɛ ɛhɔ no a mokɔ no mokɔ akɔbrɛ ɛnyɛ adwuma ketewa me hwan koraa na ɛpɛ a adɛn na moku mo ho, adɛn na obi tumi tɔn agyapadeɛ ɛde sika ɛkɔ bribe ne opponent na owie a na wasen abɛtena ne nkyɛn. Monhwɛ kɔhwehwɛ Brutus and Julius Caesar. Because of Emmanuel, I think I will share something here. Maybe. During a Senate meeting, Brutus approached Caesar and stabbed him with a dagger. More senators followed Brutus' lead, and after 23 stabs, Julius Caesar, the director in perpetuity, lay dead, his body at the base of the Curia of Pompeii in the theater of Pompeii. Let's listen to this. Brutus, nimpa ono na ode sword no war Julius Caesar. Te sɛ nea akompraku ɛde sword no awɔ Dr. Bawumia wɔ n'akyi. Wakɔtena ne campaign so te sɛ nea ɔdɔ no. Ɛnso na akyire no okuku seko me nua suro nipa n'agya isaman onipa yi onyawo ɔbɛyɛ. Ken feels superior to any northerner. Ken, he feels superior to any northerner. Sesi a mo sɛnea ne nkraman no ɔmo ate egu krom Ken na party ni here, the party is crying for Ken, we need Ken, we need Ken. Ɔbɛtu sika egu mo ayɛ no begyaa na ɔde ate Dr. Bawumia. Ne nyinaa yɛ Ken handwriting no na nti na meka kyerɛ John Mahama sɛ hwɛ w'akyi suro Ken gye mfita. The next meetings Ken will be calling you to. Send your only share corner, share. John Mahama. That will be your buy-in. Wafa keke wahifa. Oyo besha mama, don't worry. Ba wane or the Jimmy bi to say na Jane Alanta. The nurse is from Dan Tabon. Well, send your name to be Antokano. Now, as a Ken, you're a peacemaker. Kennedy Japan besha da kwa kofa Alan Tremantin asan aba party ni. Mark my words. He will intention me see Ken na waton match me kan we see me kan we see me see me ba na me say conspiracy theory. Ken obesha da is onu no ye unifier no. Onim Alan nkoye no onim hu bi. Ken sponsored every shit. Ken masterminded this whole shit. And if these people, you don't see how huge this is. And talk away, achim any asante phone talk out. Me, from my own little perspective. Asante phone no. The Patriot Japadia document supposedly if he buy according to the Julius Caesar of the Achim. She's a Julius Caesar because she's a first Oya Fantini. Doncaster News, Oya Fantini. Eti ne Achim side no, ono waton mo sell out. A time Achim for besi so no, me. Nanado, me na me bet na we Michelle come na ebe no. Time I will buy no, me catch him say, Adani Asante Foni Achim phone talker. Asante Fono. When you are based out oil, no, they will sell their soul. Nanado, to me, Nanado ni nimpa or try say or give it in paper for what was due them. Because in Tafono, Omuna no we are Northern People's Party. But Asante Fono, Nanado pray mo omo ebufu say otumi ebaye. Na owie yenso a ono ba beje nuyam mahu mojasem na make kire mu MPP force NDC force say moja hwiegu na ewo NDC force so free kotoka the friend say kutu echampon free fa sa akode sa moja hwiegu na me be ka kire mu say John Mahama he has a campaign against Bawumia on correct sano. Sansa and person mention say Nanado Dankwa he attempted to correct Sadiena Omudia Domufona Kwasia biti se Hobson. Kene Japan or you are back of Hobson Adoya Swaba. Now Hobson Adoya Baba say or biti se Mahama for me Hobson me to me giant wire. Na mean to me patcho said Debbie. Obaga kofa namba. Obaga bepa MPP mpenimfo na saa time no na Kennedy Japan na osia no. Obaga kofa Allen. Na wakofa Hobson. Saa de ni it was created. Ono oni kweku anan omo beba bebomu biom. Me say nsem America no muntie. Kennedy Japan obekwa kofa nyantechi aba back. Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan or take a break, no the ashishe. Me person me can tell say, Muna, Muniken aye Jumani say, Shewichi. Jimmy Fue, Shewichi. Kennedy Japan, ni baby mama ni Adwasafo. Adwasafo mbano ni Ken Woyenu. Almost was scholarship from Napo office. But Doncaster News, Obeka Samira die. But onka Adwasafo ne mana ye kendia no beka Adwasafo na apo ni die sa Adwasafo nsu ji napo echiala papa napo me ba ni die beda out table so we see man beka njro say me ni Kennedy Japan o delay ya no enti na me ba na nya no ba nyansa wo ma wo napo nyansa wo ma just because again Nyansa wo ma sa wankasa panyin total wo bi die wo fa saga na sika ni bi e de scholarship ma wo wie no kontria na wo be according to Doncaster News Adwasafo na wo so die no wo science sika ni bi ma ono na ne papa tumi ye plane no wo de ma no so fanko school na wo ma ken mba na omo papa nya $100,000 a day no ya mi be tua mo nyina aka mo ye no me catch Samira Bawumia any Dr. Bawumia say Fred or worry na odi mochi no oye musuofo because me me papa ba or baba ko come me sister penny two ni no ne kunu da nya ho clinic ewu no na Fred or worry or me sister nano e wo the same nya ho clinic eni Hey, Papa no the same day. Oh, you know, na Stella Dugan, Nini Kunu, almost the Action Church, Fredowari Action Church in Pennyfono. Hey, Kenny Japan, or two Mrs. Tai, the same week now, Mrs. Tanikunu, you know, eh? Canada will be fear brochure by. Ever catch I can say Charlie will be or bow worry for bina, send your woman Charlie or Shani demo. Ken and Casa Hotel or any sister of hotel. The sister now cocaine, ni heroin. Ya banning a free Canada now can be Japan, Wabakan was him. Hey, tell the Japan. Who sister B? She's deported for life. Nukunda prison for life. Now, what sister? Ozi nukun ne mechanic boni ofina no on worry to break fluid man more often soak nobody. Can Japan I can't if you ask me. I am one of that disasters in his home that he has not been able to solve, but he's using money. Hey, we are mobo. Whoever that you think can loves you. Second of wow, ma wutu kwanya or fa so can Japan obedi oba just for banko ani oba woba. Me can't win yama. Me can't wa. Me see can you wild like you all say. Obetum wa buy me. Any second he can have me murdered. I still don't give a fuck. Because me kwanya kupo obekumi dakoro. Me can't send me in call me the Jaguar write-off, whatever. I've told you. I am not the second of anybody. I am the first Moira Dawson fucking Williams. Second Buawa, it is so that Obeto soul. You know yourself who I'm talking to. You know yourself. Watɔ so yafo yaw ma wan kodi ne openechi wunya nyansa opinionated tipe bia, he will destroy you. He's willing to destroy his loins. Me see koko tie koko hwehwe me 2020 videos me buy na I deleted them. So I don't know who has them. Play them. Me catch him say, I will not allow Kennedy Japan to sacrifice my child. Ken, he is more evil than Lucifer. Me babucho Kennedy Japan. Ahinie to ni fie wo asinfosu. Do you know the excuse with which he didn't accept that? Or see politics. Politics in tea. On to me accept it. In tea fama ninia na odinichi no nana. Na yede ma nana. In the same year, the same Kennedy Japan, Oko North, they bestowed on him a supposed honorary chieftaincy. He accepted it. Do you know what he wants? When he comes and he says, I want to develop the North, do you know what that motherfucker wants? Open your eye. He cannot become a king for his tribe, his clan, his family, biologically by blood, quote unquote. Also politics onto the megwan. But in the same year, of Esruho baby, and he used some words, my brothers. Messi, Fintin Diano ebeba, but through whom are Fintin Diano ebeba. Or finish Julius Caesar. Or finishing. But I want to show you people how Sir Brutus, Sir Akompreku Brutus no, Sir Diano Shishay no, Eye Juma or to me backstab Bawumia, or to me my showdown because or no, or Priama say Yana Santinia Jamaya in penny because no papaya watchman, no biological father, watchman from a while. You know. So when Nana Kumia comes and uses a phrase, Doncaster News is always repeating. What is the phrase? Nana Kumia say, we have got a tool. We have gotten a tool. use. Bawumia was but a tool. Wise up. Asantemai, Omo ma Akufo-Addo Ochini no, Omo ma no kwan ma ono eyezu eje. Omo ma no kwan ma ono mbeye reparation, ono mbe correcting your mabi na enkɔ ne legacy mu because MPP Northern People's Party no omo seat dɔɔso ɛkyɛn domo ɛkyɛn yɛfrɛ so saying no ɔmo to me this is how selfless and tough one omo kura 17 seats. They were willing to be patriotic enough to give their majority up. And Dr. Bawumia no beka say wa concede, that is their real nature. Don't worry. Twins don't beg. I need you like air. This is the time. Twins don't beg. Obi ntagi omo mami. Mufa hankoma omo mami. Say me here omo say su come me DM omo omo reply me immediately because emrena so for adiebi. Why? It's wrong. Me pese me ntremo what the end of Akumpreku will look like before it begins. Ken, you are doing well. No, more start agenda no. Ken 2028. And no more baby kind. Marshals no more dear to say Doncaster News. Marie, why are there? She said some words or say we did it. Yeah, share and back. You did great. Pretending all along with them. If work need to show it you at it. If work need to me where dim you. Only me I will back. Me put the emphasis in me bonini. The product of that no shed your year. Now wafa keke wahi. Wafa keke owen. He had the nerve to not want. Oh, wakanina. Mahama dani semse kosia. Mahama. Sesia okraken se kosia. Mahama yere no. Oh, atisa abacha yere no. Se kem yane shua ebe ni depa. Ken e Japan beka sorry achiro ade ohwehwe no e chain Ken monsieur ye beast minna medino nyankopon bo wiase. I have never had sex with Ken consensually. I can't wanyama mamu mo beba ba defending no. Oh, they say we win. They say all call on no post. Me matre so be call on no post 2 times. Me kwan twanyama me kodome me ho. Me say otumi shooting me this minute. Me mane nya oye o na nkada kro no wala edien. Kwa me nkro makra ye de ne ye edien. Nyame drop Bawumia style bi. Because anka nyankopon don style bi. Ena nyankopon anforce ama akompreku entumi enti ni saa boni we. Asante mai akompreku ye ma wugidi ti se ba ti se wo ka ho wo ye mobo over central region won ka fanti inti ye ngu fanti we central woni asinfosu. Asante hini my idea pa. Atikokoso why idea? My idea pa. You have succeeded. You have all succeeded in blindsiding Bawumia. Rebecca Tremu said, did you people think transitioning from Christianity to Muslim and I said I said almost penyamat in me. You thought it was just an MPP thing. Me sick me tea. Nana Kumia say tool omuyusi. Suddenly ya wahana Kennedy Japan obe like Sami Jenfi. Mr. Ken Obema ye send him press or the Alan Beba Cecia Alan Beba Beka same be so profound they are come back. Omo befa hopes na doye na omo ni di juma fini na no na ne yire na nitiru ho ahihye wo de etu kanzo no one can change the area be what one give to adoye. Who could suffer or say, she besia sima wing and 1 2 2 ni besia. Ha give to adoye, cause see a bad luck human being. Every never told my young piano. Hey, a down or ye and a muso dream, or tuaba or a kebimo. Sewa brony monko. Sewa brony some now I can. I am not listening to what Sewa brony is saying. No. I haven't even listened to it, but I swear that most of it, hopes to not catch them. Recorded, won't see about time. One more gifting pool to Brazil, a very important thing to do before Yabako inauguration. But let me try on most Macken, na brabo, or go to two, no moon go to the what's the Brutus, the rise and fall of the senator who assassinated Julius Caesar. Akumpra kwe, bete, Marcus Junius Brutus, a Roman senator, or the MP, orchestrated the assassination of Julius Caesar, trying to perceive the Roman Republic. To preserve the Roman Republic. He ultimately faced defeat and committed suicide in 42 BCE. Canada, you will become so irrelevant. I'll make sure of that. We will reduce you to the common thief that you are. I'll make sure of that. August 2nd, 2024. No, what did I post today? Awesome. Marcus Junius Brutus, or simply Brutus, was one of the most enigmatic and infamous figures in Roman history. Born into a prestigious aristocratic family, which didn't happen to Akumpreko, Wawuto in Kundiabiasi, Wawa. Who up a day, Hamatan. Hello, Solomon Kumsin. I'm doing amazing. Also want to done what TikTok or Musa. Thank you for watching. Benis Medasi. Ken Wawun aristocratic David Agbeko Weizolo. But I'm loving him, Yo Mate. Don't worry. You are entitled to your opinion. Born into a prestigious aristocratic family, tracing its origin to the semi-legendary founder of the Roman Republic, Brutus played a pivotal role in the waning decades of the Republic. A close friend and ally of Julius Caesar. A close friend and ally. Sana na Bawumia adwin o, otena ne fie ma ade achi. Odi Bawumia chi na otiti aduane ma Bawumia wabeka se Mahama ye na danfo wanye ni close ally and friend of Julius Caesar. Brutus became disillusioned with his mentor's absolutist tendencies. After Caesar declared himself dictator for life, Brutus joined the senatorial conspiracy. How many times have I said conspiracy theory? The conspiracy theory. The conspiracy theory. Here we are. culminating with Caesar's assassination on the Ides of March in 44 BC. The act meant to save the Republic instead plunged Rome further into chaos. Ken, one Sunday, you man, when we are NDC youth in the year, me bomb my battle NDC youth, one say, baby, central region, that's your fit, one say, oh. Ken, where will chaos? Where will chaos? I miss you. I like your loyalty to Bawumia. Oh, Oxen. Ken, where will chaos? Me see, a bebo with three so, a bebo wa pampa so, a bebo with new nyam so, a best sell, a better chill. Whoa! You have bitten what the fuck more than you can ever swallow. Na yeba monsumano, na mina to him. Shekwasi ampeniwe. Oni akukuduro pa odi betre ni din. Odwan babi. The fact that as I'm make an etete mum between Abeka and say leave Ken alone, Inti na me to asun. Thanks, sister. Be nice. Munsha. The act meant to save the Republic, according to Ken. Or the GMI, second ni chem, and NPP near one as some corner papamra, and or see the act. So they are sabotage Bawumia Sano. Bonjour, join this one. Mumbon Samba Muho MDC for same way to me in 2024. Makosi chaos after election unprovoked. Muya Kronfo exhibited. Muko appliances. Baby, I'm going to bind ya. The act meant to save the Republic, but instead it plunged Rome further into chaos, with Brutus committing suicide after the defeat at the Battle of Philippi in 42 BCE. Another civil war followed, which toppled the Republic, ushering in the era of the Roman Empire. I told you that they might have sabotaged Bawumia to lose, but there is something bigger than being the president. There is something bigger. Mutia muyembe shimu, but mubeti ewo mripem. But mubeti ansana ya inauguration. Na mutia yebeshe sambeko akoshepwa. I just love you, eloquent and intelligent. J. Johnson. Kennedy Japan had a lot of smoke screens. Everything he did was a lie, so that he will seem so. Ken, you have won. Ghana is in chaos. Go and buy John Mahama, replace him with the imbecile gay woman. Come and beat her in the elections and rule Ghana for life. You have won. Dr. Bawumia has conceded. You are the best thing that has happened to MPP. You are going to come and destroy Nanado's legacy. You are going to come and destroy Nanado's legacy. Then you hail the Ashantis. This is an Ashanti and Achim war. That is why supposedly, a Japadia document that was supposedly allegedly written by Achim Fuono was brought on board by Juana. What's Lady Julia? No, was a Kama Doncaster. You UBTC 2:30 a.m. bedtime down. Nana Equa Afro say New York is 1:18 a.m. One cut the da. Good morning. Abubakar also good morning. Abubakar, where are you watching from? And what time is it there? Are you in Ghana with me? In the most amazing land of the universe. Mumbo Keno say, why is it? Ube say, Captain Smart, Beba, on can Beba be fine. Kevin Taylor, on can Beba be fine. Obia Ken is going to become the flawless. More punch. I might have only one match, but I will make a fucking explosion. And I do not give a fuck what that will do. May say, do your worst, Kenny Japan. Do your worst. I've always known that you are within me. You can have me murdered. I still don't care. I really honestly don't give a fuck because you've destroyed me beyond murder. You don't know what Stockholm Syndrome is. Before you will mount any platform in this country, for the sake of John Mahama, let me give you your eulogy before you die. Alicia, also thank you so much, my sister. Thank you too. Tribute na John Mahama, he was suddenly. You see, John Mahama was an honest man. Man who sang here, me I got now na me say Jack, akoi atema me di ni. Nya se bi eni. Na Akufo-Addo, wo ye ka Akufo-Addo. Can come and destroy Akufo-Addo. Me see, when Akufo-Addo tried to mediate between me and Ken, in my presence, he told him, I said, would try. So maybe I become any mammy arabante mo asema. Me free party no more come at them more. MPP, you created this monster. He's chewing your asses today. The only thing you can do is stay put. Because Edani Sebo also Obe grow weak in strength. And you overshadow him. And you correct your mistakes. This is not only about Dr. Bawumia. Asante-Man will refuse to penny achimai. Me na me kind. They don't want to they would destroy. So they've turned them Achim Mafia. Adentina Lady Julia asem kesia taisa. Doncaster for to media also. There has not been one question. A Drew who Mary Rebecca said because it's true. No, I still have ass to facts. I don't have mouth to talk. I have ass to facts. May say more. Ya too much say in I like your honesty. I mean, the Ken will pay for destruction. I know this man. This man stole me. He will pay for destroying me. I will make sure of that. I'm already in the gutters. I am already nobody. I am already everything they have said. So, once this is deleting. So, I'm in Midagota no na more trine fini pedestal no do. Me na abasin. Kene Japan, it's on, Papa. Bring it. Come and campaign. Come on, come and campaign. There is nothing under the sun that you possibly say that I cannot punch a hole in with my truth and standing on the shrine. Hey, you will be forced to. Hey, Deutschland. One country in the day. Hair follicle testing. He has to come and cancel me with proof. If you know the things I wrote to Kevin Taylor, Kevin Taylor, Ken will buy you and you will shut up, and that is going to go against you for life if you have not already been bought. You people watch something. Ken supposedly was offered $850 million. And as honest as this man is, he didn't have the people arrested. In fact, he further came to also campaign for these same thieves who tried to bribe him, a whole senator. When that senator in America says Kennedy Japan was a liar, go and tell Kevin Taylor that I don't give a fuck what fight I have between myself and him. That is postponed. I'm going to pick everything he said on Ken. Then I'll come and say the truth in it and leave the rest. If even it's a lie, I probably won't mention it. I'll just pick what I know is truth. Ken, you have done very well that you have outwitted Dr. Bawumia. Become the unopposed. Equina Marie Mubie Maun. Yet Anyamiasi. Marie is talented. Oh my God. Marie is spectacular. Who is Olivia Pope? Marie has done immaculately well. Oh my God. Mama Marie position will NDC. She deserves it. Muria, once I man the position will can come. Nabaso. Because God has destined something bigger for Dr. Bawumia. I heard Dr. Bawumia say, let me see if I'll find it. Dr. Bawumia said, we can't always understand God's way. Let's remain united and look ahead. I want to show you who Muslims are. Muslim na bitumi kuniba. Obi betumi eku, obi etumi eku Muslim ba. Na Muslim no wakoko to say corporate no mema omu nkunu bi. Such love. Who can have such love for Ninia? Munimum Crawford do not me doctor. Me see they all lie. Can Japan will go and bring Alan Chamantin? He will bring hopes Nado here because on no didn't born no. Until when they come, it will look like Ken is a unifier. When we say see have a fanta funny in a beka home. When we say see and ya bro. Omo Daniel Manu and your moya. No mark of fair or giant be a see NDC and because they see on no tremunia munye. On no wakuku to me na mamu. But Senia Rollins, Eddie to me, share Liman is him. Eddie Nasen or Sanji Nadi, and in a bisi. John Mama. We are it is going to be intensified. Obio ebedi boni enti say Wa start to do that though. A woman's corn. Will you why be or the achawuna or sorry not or praise can mauno? Could be Sasania Abacha was a man. Oh, I was 7 pepper, min tram when I dear be the chair me. Serok. Me pay masters in the same. First and now lomono. Oh, say Emma a hint, he says, Serok no black raspberry flavored vodka. And since I may feel alone made vodka more disposable. In the dana mugwe do honorable honey. No face. Oh, inti. In fact, Emmanuel, you are my monkey's match a kebi. We are my own sea charge 1 hour. The monkeys are checking that from. No, but my friend instantly means I check a name casa. Any a cheer say, eh, midday. Enra, monum ne da fanta. Mobo da pete. Number day. I'm diluting it with this juice. Oh, insa papazinha, insa papa, inha. Malemu wa mfada no nkwa. Nti mo bobo na cheese. He can do. We must dream big. Bawumia is Ghanaians. Episode 1, Bawumia, the man of destiny. Meko Akoshe. Wow. Muntie, Sir Joseph, Sir Wanton na, Enka Wambeye Keso. Adiana Baminisu Precope. Emumedo. First, na me ka say infantifo and I am paying yanum wasam. Na me the son and pepe fusu wotrim pepe fu papa. Pepe ni hude ni nua pepe ni riye ya oye ni yo. I am amazed. How many of you remember that after the NPP primaries, Kenny Japan traveled? Hey, Elizabeth, AJ Ampama, good morning, my love. Mundabo, hey, and YouTube before. What else no one kasa? How many of you saw Kennedy Japan travel right after the primaries? Or call India, or call China? I think he went Russia. Yababado. Was he in Genesis 37? Joseph's half brothers were envious of him. Dr. Bawumia wan first come better Adam Fofa or NPP. Dr. Bawumia or NDC. Dr. Bawumia or NDC or junior or your politician, country to country. And omuko tea nasem, omuko hu ni sani juma. And omuko two nifi NDC. And omude ne buy. Which means NPP for example, you didn't have the men. You didn't have the women too. Santi Omu Bechino. They were envious of him. It didn't matter that Dr. Bawumia was doing amazing for the NPP party and NPP governance. Just the fact that he was not an Ashanti, he was not an Akan, he was not one of them. Penasa. Into one kasa wobotana. Obasha wa ton. Now one kasa why there, yes, I listen. And then ye makwan 4 years. Now we are was it Takashi by buying John Mahama. John Mahama, every busy 4 years. About them. Yeah, if you are marking or Obama Aquatria. Joseph's half brothers were envious of him. Most of them plotted to kill him in Dot and Ah. Nini animal, biological. They planned to kill him. Except Reuben. Nana do see ow. Bawumia or north now, nothing is in a my abunya. See to me this idea we ma muna ye quenchi we ya. Alan tiasi Alan said. Missy Alan Tramantin, Obakasa can Akasama Wati, Omo the glory no bema Ken na ye unifier, hey the whole world, Monshe, we are kafa hoping. Osinaba, then can we go round MPs no Mulusi and wako straighten Canada Japan no A plus nutrition. Canada Japan. Now wama A plus A win. Canada Japan is going to use A plus to frustrate us and your marking. Mark my words. Canada Japan. Also, most of them plotted to kill Joseph in Dothan except Reuben, who suggested they rather throw Joseph into an empty cistern. He intended to rescue Joseph himself later. Ɔsi deɛ maama yɛ nkunu, wɔn mfa ne nkɔhyɛ saa adeɛ no, ɔno ada hɔ a ɔbɛwu. Na n'adwene ne sɛ sɛ wɔn kɔ a na wafa akyire, na wabɛ release Joseph. But unaware of this plan to rescue Joseph, the others agreed with Reuben. But no more so more master plan. What are the lessons from the story of Joseph and his brothers? Joseph's story shows us that when we fix our gaze on God and choose to rely on Him, even the heaviest situations can be made light. Remember that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. Dr. Bawumia, Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia, ono no ye pepeni a odimu a otumi quote Bible suppose mistake. Emma Christians shamefully no to say they don't know why he does not know the Bible, which he's not supposed to know. Omu nim Koran wushio, but omu to me esre Dr. Bawumia. Kennedy Japan, Missy or Otto von Bismarck. Why Otto von Bismarck? Montrain. So, yen share Joseph story. Yeah. Okay, I can't. $4 to 1 cedi. Sure. Mokai said, no, Dr. Bawumia say, nobody also can and fishy food. Elizabeth is Bawumia 2028. Elizabeth. Bawumia 2028, me feel there. Oh no, sabotage na Ken. Watu nkrofo egu ma wahyɛ asere no. They need Ken. Say. Intina say we should abolish the delegate system immediately. Yeah, abolish delegate system immediately. Yeah. Now you use universal membership voting. Obi abetena ni fie na we vote. Ken can't bribe all the members of MPP. 4 lessons we can learn from Joseph's story. If you feel like you are dealing with the brunt of someone else's poor choices, you are in good company with Joseph. When you are in a tough or unfair situation, it can be hard to know what to do. Joseph's actions and responses throughout his life gives us a powerful framework for our own struggles when we feel trapped in the repercussions of one's wrong decisions. Here are some helpful things we can do to find hope and move forward. 1, Dr. Bawumia Sokaye, or say, acknowledge the truth. Acknowledge the truth. Or see, Joseph acknowledged the truth. Oh, Kanewu. They didn't ditch anything. No, nobody voted with common sense. They voted according to what Kennedy Japan told them to do. Kanewu, well, difference no. They didn't vote. Say Bawumia to me yesterday. They voted Bawumia a penny. Me na me say me see Gina to me na me ye and he got the Ashanti backing. Kennedy Japan got the backing from the Ashantis because Ashantis will not give way to Achim and Netni or China. Emananado Enya Huasen president, we are all console. Obabe corrected the wrong by bringing Domoni to where the Domo person is supposed to be as the person with lots of seats. They will crush them. Ken, the next thing is to Melody. They will not bring Bawumia. Melody. They will not bring Bawumia. I hate to bust your bubble. They will not bring Bawumia. Give your number to Miss B and SKB because I'll put you in a group that we have started. They will not give it to Bawumia. They will not. Joseph acknowledged the truth. When we are stuck at the bad end of someone else's decision, it's all too easy to point the finger and place blame. And now Dr. Bawumia say, more be a blame game. Machine no, Dr. Bawumia say, or it was recorded say MPP and no. Kennedy Japan masterminded it. Say, we have to let it look free and fair. Kennedy Japan Bejina was a prime reason was free and fair. It was so that and nobody say me cry me re because say free and fair. Na so no so ya Antoine Manoa and it free and fair na and they make cry me kind that sad no microphone no about Ken the fingerprints all over. Everything he is potentially coming to say, my tremor. If he has any dignity, he will not repeat it. Then we will see what he will have to say. Me see, Senyankopon, ubom pai. Na oyi ufi ade bi mu a na wan so asan kasa na ubuefu se na Yankopon na sa ade we na mepe na manimbra na ade na ekọ na why do we do that? Kana Mpinwazi also teaching development for the price of king. Canada Japan can create artificial enyoma perform obekọ ko drie ne die sika no mu oguo Ken di sika ekọ abrochi a esisi ship so enti die no ntumi nkodri begum ma enye said the economy is speaking and Canada Japan is doing some miracle. They will never give it to Bawumia. Bawumia Eni Ken Chiomo. Ken is fighting for Ashantis in Suruna Meka. Then na Lady Julia na say odi ejapade document number e come marry e besine ne obi amfi e chese marry so abodam se me meka ken asem mo besi me yesi ma abodam ti anti marry so abodam enti na Lady Julia enka hwe no achimfo sorry Nanado he tried. Nanado tried. And Nanado Krona, so he tried to correct history by making the Domo way. Yes, they joined forces and they clamped it down. And Kennedy Japan is the main person who did it all. Kennedy Japan, he's the main person who did it all. Marie say, friend, me na me tre no catch me say. Marie, Satan ne adwuma na odidi kan atem say kintampo na de na adenti na any onu de odi mahama echi o see na second year no wawari ni kunu for over 20 years or your politician you they know what they are doing into your catch say Marie who dey see no me see hwa ase ho who din egu ho Kennedy Japan baby mama or yes na Kenya alakiai ma bodam before Christy no Ken maybe san bibi afei na me be hia ni kwasia sa be ma odwan a me nim no in and out me beba na me be ka say why incite violence omo ka cho so yeah wo kwa echi back go ahead and do your job me see obia or ye part of this Bawumia thing we a pepe ni a we odwan o so we a pepe ni a wo NDC pepe ni a wo di wani mbo from don't forget that we have a difference between Muslims and Ahmadiyans. So Ahmadiyans, they don't like Muslims. So now so we a pepe ni and now wo eya wo ya enti wo koka ken ho enti wo wo MPP mu as pepe ni it will not end well for you. His Excellency Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia Alhaji, Her Excellency Samira, you have been called. You have been called forth for a moment as such. This is not just an MPP thing. Araba Boni, Nyamishra, good morning. Also tell them, dear. Otu was diplomat who saw the unification of Otto was Nana Ekwe. Yababa can Otto von Bismarck and they will see where Ken falls in line. Mrs. Michelle when Ken says, I in particular really don't care who wins. Ken, wada pa dedi. Ken wada pa dedi. Mi jiu ka pred jana me wu me. Ken we you diffu na bebo wo tri so ne wapampa so. Ken bebo wo tri so. Kwana kofa Alan bra. Make it look like you are the King Kong. Confirms na doye na ne na n'enyi ma ahihye wo de ka akro. Hey, gift adoye me sin de wi abi wo bo wona bra. Awa. Gift adoye awa. Enyi wukun eji no. Hey, awa. Kosia besia waswar kan wo suru baka bi. Hwe wukun ni nimnamfo. Hwe besia sima wa akwar. Your children are ashamed of you. Go and look at your children's demeanor when they are with you and hope so wufie na no munkonkonene. Wufie na no munkonkonene na izi wu 40th birthday ye munkonkonene na so 40th birthday tu nyi besia. Tu nyi na na masisi so her excellency inti izi na gazette fakati tan wutru hu bebe wetutu aye de abuduaba wa atwa asidim besie yenyi dawo kosia wukun last one mo ifas the way we afafanta no ya president na kosia tu nyi awusi abotar Muruboko meketi asema se wa broni orka na ma oye no kwaro after wukun I came and told Sewa Brony what I told her, and I'll repeat exact words and more because where I was coming from is authentic, unadulterated. But make sure I hope na or tun chinye no. And I may be realize they say, in some this portion and I Sewa Brony can also no pray more beautiful. Onye ne year gifty. No what she shaz in ya. Kosia. Arababon is amen. Aqua about all of you. Hey! Bye. Joseph, or your munia pale, no your munia. Oh, Abba, Yakofa ne friend this year on free party one. They coerced him the entire time. They hailed him with fake appellations, even though he was worthy of all that and more. No, I'm going to buy him or solve it. Me say Nana Kumiasi, they'll see he's a tool and we are using him. They wanted to. Ken, go and bring Alan and let the world know say one we a unifier. Go and bring hopes in contact adoye. Mo ahihye ni nyina wo fa keke wen. Me catch them was say Kene Japan ni kwekwana na we yi n'ezi no. I feel there is something fishy. Ya waha na kwekwana wa kapa kencho ma ken aja atu ma kwekwana na kasha baby. Won hwe. What was I looking for? Namabai. I'm digressing from looking on this thing. There is something bigger. Mokai Dr. Nkrumah. Or not or a doctor Nkrumah. And doctorate. Okay. From disgrace to amazing grace. From disgrace to and beyond. That is the story and beyond of Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. Let me tell you, read and you can resonate. John Newton is one of the most important and influential men of the 18th century. Achimfo struggled to become the president. I'm telling you. Elizabeth, but Elizabeth, we are Achimini and now we are Santini. John Newton, he is one of the most important and influential men of the 18th century. His famous conversion during a storm at sea led to his new role as a social reformer and key figure in the abolition of slavery. In abolishing slavery. D.R.P. Kwesi Asamoah, Patricia Forson, I love you more. Rabbi Mohammed Akwaba. Also in this book, Jonathan discovers the man, his mood, motivation, and beliefs. This and beyond is the path for Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. You will not understand now. You will know before the inauguration of His Excellency, the returning president, John Dramani Mahama. From disgrace to amazing grace. A slaver from disgrace to amazing grace. Amazing Grace has gone on to become one of the most powerful songs in the world and a favorite hymn for many because it offers up a universal message of hope and redemption. Some people argue that part of the huge appeal of the hymn is the incredible backstory that brought it to life. John Newton went from being a cruel slave trader to a highly respected minister. Yet, although many people don't know the song's backstory, the appeal is really in the message because it can be applied to anyone's life. This hymn represents the personal journey many people can relate to, wanting to find meaning in our lives through faith. It offers hope to those who are wishing to become better and positively change their life around, yet it does not appear judgmental. It opens with the powerful lyrics, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Newton drew on his own life working in the slave trade and his near death experience on a boat, where he believed God saved him and prompted him into a Christian path. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, we thank God for his guidance. We thank God for his direction. We thank God for bringing you thus far. And we thank God for allowing evil to befall you for the world to see, so that when he lifts you and places you on the pedestal, when he replaces you with Haman and you become the Mordecai and you get adorned for the rightful place, then shall we come back to this moment and say, this senior beya nyankopon ni onyam bede dinti. Ena oma kwan ema Judas eton Yesu. Ena oma kwan ema akumpreko or backstabbing. Then vindictiveness, you wear it amazingly. You've done well. Bawumia samrani. Wafa juju, wafa every angle. Don't forget, all of you. Say before any internet, before anybody ever heard of me through Ken, I'm being no. Not 28 years abesi. I am not doing this for anything except this is the time. Ken, oh yes, and to amo time meeting. Yes, and to amo de kawaii expiry dates. I'm in Poma Ben me expiration, but with my last breath, with the last one, I will take you on squarely and honestly. When I was in no cracker, me no cracker, me yen trunty, me quantwa. Now with time, ye beshe. Me say more moye Dr. Mama do Bawumia echita for SKB. And mani one kasa because I was overwhelmed and also because now me person me ni madam and cousin. Na area na mahwe senya ye de betu nsuwe ni. Beme na intina later man friend. Unity de koda na de asan baby on. Amanachim. Oh, Elizabeth, join. Minka se mitro. Join Minka se mitro. This is not just NDC. Mrs. Senya ye omu yasa kufa Dubai. Asante fono omu a contracted can obe destroy mo legacy. Na omu ma kwine da. Ma the wisdom with which I don't Nanado HUC Bawumia ebe correct the wrongs in NPP. Senya me say NDC for so enkoye ekunkum. That is why they've come at him. And Nanado is aware. Dr. Bawumia is too smart to have considered that end. Enumponio won't say uchim puppeta. They go with the momentum of how many wine you have given them. They don't use no brain. Or because just a wine now with the two asa. So almost violent. They have already finished whining them, expecting Dr. Bawumia to be against anything like no, but after all, he's in Kasai. Anti-violence ni break here. And it will start from that point. Say, when we say another a tyrant, when we say them near kono, and Dr. Bawumia si debi, ma concede. Or concede ya, a DA is causing this mayhem in the country. We say Dr. Bawumia, he is ordained for a bigger, a much more respectful, a much more internationally recognized, a much more a platform where he is going to be Mepacho Yankoshe Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah was made the co-president of Guinea. March 2nd, 1966. Kwame Nkrumah arrives in Conakry, Guinea, after the Ghana coup. Okodu Wono, they didn't only welcome him, they made him a co-president. They had Kwame Nkrumah's Dr. Bawumia. We thank God for Dr. Bawumia's life. Ow, Lisbeth Yamin Shrao. Here is why Kwame Nkrumah had his face on Guinea currency. Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana and one of the founding fathers of the country, had his face embossed on a Guinea currency. Dr. Nkrumah is said to have been close friends with Guinea's first president, Sekou Touré, as during his reign as president of Ghana. He sent $10 million. 10 million okay, so is it euros? 10 million euros to Guinea when its economy was being destroyed for voting for independence from France. During Dr. Nkrumah's overthrow in 1966, Sekou said, in quotation, Ghanaian traitors have been mistaken in thinking that Nkrumah is simply a Ghanaian. He is a universal man. Dr. Bawumia, he is a universal man, and we will prove it to you. Wait. Before the inauguration, you will all know. Ghana's first president went into exile in Guinea after a coup to overthrow him in 1966 and was made a co-president of the country by his friend Sekou Touré. Sekou revered and loved his friend so much that even in death, he honored Dr. Nkrumah by embossing his face on the 5 cedis note and coin of Guinea. This silly currency was Guinea's legal tender between 1971 and 1985, and the word means elephant. Dr. Bawumia, he's bigger. Na Ghana si ọmụ mpe Kwame Nkrumah. Conakry Fuyeno co-president. We had to go and beg before they will even give us Nkrumah's remains. I'm reading about Nkrumah and I have listened. Kindly let Dr. Bawumia know that there is something bigger, not kind, a prophetic, and we are going to deal with it before the inauguration. I love you guys. I'll be back at 1 p.m. Call me Gifty Adoye. Love you.